Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nurul Putri Abdullah. I'm a student of English Education Department on 3rd semester. In this video, I will talk about recontext. Definition of recontext. What is recontext? Recontext is a text which retells events or experiences in the past. Besides that, recontext is a text that telling the reader about a story, action, or activity. So if you want to retell about your holiday or experiences, you can use recontext. Next is purpose of recontext. The purpose is to inform or to entertain the audience about your experiences in the past. When you use recontext, it is about to inform or to entertain the audience or your friend or anyone, so that is the purpose of recontext. You should remember that while the purpose is to retell, they still need to craft their retelling to be interesting to the reader. Rather than retelling every minor detail, you need to select the important information or event and expand on this in an interesting manner. And if you were recounting, you could focus on the place, time, events, and results. But to interest, the reader thinks about what would lift this above the dreary detail. How was the highlight of the day? How did you feel when you finished the line? Did anything funny or surprising you? That's all about recontext. I would like to explain about generic structure of recontext. The first paragraph is about orientation. Why? To provide the setting and introduce participants, so you can put place and time. Example, the writer went to Italy. After that, or next paragraph is events to tell what happened in what sequence and describing series of events that happened in the past. Example, he sat in public garden. The last is reorientation. To stating personal comment of the writer of the story, also describing what happened in the end of the story or conclusion of the story. Remember, reorientation is optional, so you can reorientation or not. It depends on you. Next, I would like to explain about language features of recontext. The first is using past tense, because you are telling an event that has happened, so you need to use the past tense, such as simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Second, you can using chronological connection, such as then, first, and second. Third is introducing personal participant, like I. Fourth is using linking verbs such as was, were, etc. And the last is using descriptive words to give details about who, what, when, where, and how. Next, use of adverb of time. So in recontext, you can use yesterday, the day before yesterday, last night, last Sunday, 2 days ago, etc. Next, this is the example of recontext. My day. I had a terrible day yesterday. First, I woke up an hour late because my alarm clock didn't go off. Then, I was in such a hurry that I burned my hand when I was making breakfast. After breakfast, I got dressed so quickly that I forgot to wear socks. Next, I ran out of the house trying to get the 9:30 bus, but of course I missed it. I wanted to take a taxi, but I didn't have enough money. Finally, I walked 3 miles to my school only to discover that it was Sunday. I hope I never have a day as the one I had yesterday. This is the second example of the context. Our trip to the Blue Mountains. On Friday, we went to the Blue Mountains. We stayed at David and Della's house. It has a big garden with lots of colorful flowers and a tennis court. On Sunday, we saw the three sisters and went on the scenic railway. It was scary. Then, Mommy and I went shopping with Della. We went to some antique shops and I tried on some old hats. On Sunday, we went on the scenic skyway and it rocked. We saw cockatoos having a shower. In the afternoon, we went home. That was very pleasant moment with my family that I ever got. The last is conclusion and note. Recontext is the text to retell past events in the order in which they happened, such as a personal recount, factual recount, or imaginative recount. A text that doesn't have a conflict and retells past events is considered a recount text. An example of a personal recount text is a biography. Personal recount texts use the past tense when writing about the events that occurred. They also use connectors to put the events in order as well as using many action verbs or action words to describe the events that happened. And that brings us to the end. Hopefully, this video can be useful for myself and others. I would like to thank you for your time and attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.